if you're coming. She's like, no, pick me up. She literally turned for me to pick her up.
Hi.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
and
board gamey things.
Exactly. We are here today to talk about Level Up Retreat, which we just got back from, right?
Yeah.
That's right. It was our second year attending. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, my chair is stuck on the freaking rug. There. For anybody that doesn't know, Level Up happens in New Jersey.
I knew you were going to... Jamie cannot say New Jersey without saying Jersey.
Jersey.
Jamie has these things. I've said it before. She has these keywords that she'll say.
My keywords.
In certain ways.
New Jersey. What's another one I do, Jack?
Tanks.
Tanks. Tanks, Andy. Tanks. Anyways, we just got back from Level Up, which is a board game convention, and it's a play convention. So there's a teeny tiny vendor hall, but it's not like a bunch of publishers. It's some makers. So this is our second year that we went, and we had a great time. And today's video, I wanted to talk about our experience. I want to talk about the games we played, our community. And before we get into that, I want to make sure that everybody knows that Foster the Gameathon is happening.
It is.
March 22nd and 23rd. There's a link in the description where you can sign up to get notified of everything, but we have a really wild, fun lineup of board games that we're going to be playing, and along with that, a bunch of giveaways. So you want to come and stay up with us for 24 hours and play board games. That's the thing to do.
What day of the week is that happening?
Saturday to a Sunday. That'll be that. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew. Anyways, so we went to Level Up, and we left on a Thursday, but it started on a Friday, okay? So it goes from Friday to Sunday, so it's a 3-day event, and like I mentioned, it's a play con. So they have a couple like panels and sessions. We've never done them, so I can't tell you whether or not they're good, but they have them if you're interested.
Yeah.
They've got board games, they've got some RPG stuff. They have a library, I think, with around like 800-ish games, but I know a lot of people bring their own games. We brought some games.
Yeah, I don't think I played any games from the library. I mean, it's got a...
We played Colorado from library.
Correct.
That was it. Yeah.
They do have a decent library, but yeah. I think I don't know. I shouldn't say most people. Our community tends to bring a lot of games, so we never really have to use the library.
No. Speaking of our community, so we had a mass amount of our Discord there. Foster the Meeple
Do we know how many?
Showed up. We don't know exactly, but it was around 40 to 50 people.
Of like a 200-person event.
Well, I think it said it was a 500-person event. But
No.
I don't know. It didn't seem
Regardless,
that big.
we had a very impressive...
Our community showed up.
Yeah, our community showed up.
And I think what's great is a lot of our community does happen to be on that side of the coast.
Yeah, I was talking to someone about that. I can't remember who. There's a big conglomerate.
There's a big presence of our
community members that are in like the northeastern part of the U.S.
Exactly, because a lot of them also go to PAX Unplugged as well. But anyways, there was a huge amount of our Discord members there, which is perfect because this is one of those conventions that we get to go to where we have no other obligations except to play games with our people.
Yeah.
Which is not an obligation. It's something we get to do for fun, which is great. Okay, so it's Friday to Sunday. We got there on Thursday. Thursday night, do you want to know what we did? We went to Shake Shack.
Yeah, of course.
And Target.
Yes.
That was our Thursday night. We didn't play any games. We didn't do anything like that.
Jamie and I have mentioned this before. Yeah. One of our favorite things to do.
Our best things.
In the world.
Whole wide world.
Is be in a hotel room. And lay in bed. Lounge.
Yeah, we watched some of season 2 of Squid Games. So we did that while we were there as well. And if you haven't watched it, please, for the love of God, I think it might be one of the best shows in the whole wide world.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree.
It is disturbing though, so just be warned. Anyways, so that was our Thursday. But Friday, we kind of got into it. And I have obviously recorded. Shout out to Meg, Professor Meg. She made me this. She gave it to me at Level Up. I've recorded everything that we played, and I thought
Doesn't that bother you?
No, but do you want to know I did take off my name. It said Jamie and Level Up on it, and so I took that off because now I'm home and I'm not at Level Up anymore. Here's the thing about it. Nandor loves it, and he will jump up and try to get it when I'm holding it like this.
He does that with sweater. Any lace.
Yeah, lace, string.
Laces.
Those aren't called laces.
This is a lace.
It's string. Laces are on your shoes.
It's the same thing.
But when you said...
This is the exact same thing as this lace.
It sounded like you were talking about like scandalous underwear. All right, so we, on Friday, started to get after it. Now, last year when we went to Level Up, Jeff was not well in his anxiety journey. But this year you were feeling much better.
Yeah.
Which is great.
There's always an inherent level.
Yeah.
Of anxiety.
For sure.
At any social gathering for me.
So we started our Level Up journey playing Tinder Blocks, which is perfect because we played Tinder Blocks for the first time ever last year at Level Up.
Yeah, we played the harder version though, didn't we?
We played like Tinder Blocks.
After Dark or something? Something
like that. I don't know that we did or not, but the point is we are going to be playing that during the Gameathon, which is exciting.
And I lost.
Yes. And so we played that with Ben and Sarah, who, as you've heard them before, they're our friends. They're from the Discord. They're joining us for the Gameathon. And then we started to get into some more stuff. We didn't really get into many beefy games because we wanted to try and play with a lot of people, which is one of the things that isn't so great sometimes for us.
I wish we had more ability to sit down and... I mean, it comes down to like... I don't know. I don't even know.
Everything is time.
And I think our self...
Ability?
No, like the pressure we put on ourselves to fulfill...
To make sure we're playing with
playing with as many people as we can.
Yeah.
And which does not invoke the ability to sit down and play like a big chunky game. Like the biggest chunky game you got to play was Too Many Bones.
And I got to play, well, we'll talk about that, yeah.
But I didn't really get to play any
chunky
games.
No. Anyways, then we invited a few more Discord people at the table. We had Antonio and Hunter. Actually, I don't think Hunter's in the Discord, but we played with him at Level Up last year too. Hunter, get in the Discord, would you? Yeah. We played Flip 7. We played Skull King, which you were really excited about because it's been a little while since we played Skull King.
I really like Skull King. Mm-hmm. Playing Skull King at a high player count's really fun too.
It's the preferred way to do it. The more the
there's
merrier.
So much more
Antonio got screwed over a bunch. It was
that
hilarious.
Was really fun.
And then we sat down and we played. Basically what we decided to do is we brought a couple games with us and we're like, we're just going to set up at the back of the room at a table and then shoot a message into the Discord. Hey, we've got 3 spots for this game. And that game for us was Dice Town.
Yep.
So we played it back to back to back 3 times in a row with Discord people. And we're like, hey, we've got 3 spaces. Hey, we've got 3 spaces, whatever it might be. We played a lot of Dice Town. It's going to keep coming up. But we did that. And here's the thing. It was a hit. It was a hit every single time. Everybody loved Dice Town.
Yeah.
What's not to love? What's not to love? Then I got to play a bit of a chunky game. I got to play Distilled with a couple of our Discord members, Dee and Nancy. And then I also played, Ben and Sarah also played with us and I got to teach it. You all know that I love Distilled. It's one of my faves. Mm-hmm. And I love teaching Distilled. And actually, everybody at the table picked it up really quickly and the game went way faster than it might typically when you're playing with new players. Mm-hmm. And then later in the con, I saw Dee and Nancy were teaching other people how to play.
I love to see it.
Which you love to see. That's right. You got to play Lord of the Rings: A Confrontation.
I did. I played Lord of the Rings: A Confrontation with Ryan. Mm-hmm. It was his first ever time playing it, and he won. But I would like to caveat this with...
You let him win?
I 100% let him win. I had a clear path to victory on the right side of the map that I didn't take because I wanted him to experience the joys of winning his first Lord of the Rings, the Confrontation game. Mm-hmm. And I knew how much it mattered to him to beat me. So,
yeah, Ryan would cry if he
lost. And then Ben watched.
Yeah.
Not our, well, I don't want to say not our friend Ben.
Not Ben that I played
Bren's Ben.
Bren's Ben.
Bren's Ben watched.
And Ben. Yeah.
And then Jerry.
Yeah.
Watched as well. And then they played after we played.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
And I sat there if they had questions and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that game.
Our other game that we pulled out with a lot of people for a quick game was Trick and Snipers.
Mm-hmm. But you were like, I don't know.
Eventually, I'm like, I'm just not as hot on it, I think, as you are. Like, you love it. And I'm like, yeah, this is a fine trick-taking game.
I was getting there at the end with Dice Town.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the 6th time I've played this.
Right.
In like 2 days.
Well, just so you know, Jeff played Trick and Snipers 4 times back-to-back with Discord people. And then, so
but
now...
that's like a 5-minute game.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute game. Now we're into Saturday, and we played Dice Town again, because you love to see it, obviously.
Why not?
And then we played Colorado. So Colorado is a game that we love. That's the only game we pulled from the library, actually.
Yeah, we played with Jerry.
We played with Jerry, who we met, who's from the Discord, and Jerry's awesome. And I love Colorado. It's such a great little game.
It's really great. I would like to play with the variant. We only, anytime we... What?
Sounded like you said the variant.
I didn't say that, but I feel like I should have.
Yeah.
We've only played the base game because most of the time we're teaching or playing it for, we were playing it for the first time or teaching it. But there's this like variant of scoring ability, like the blue side, that the more you get of one color, that you actually start to get negative points.
Yeah.
And I want to try that sometime.
Yeah,
but
me
I
too.
really like Colorado. It's so easy. It's such a good intro game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really great.
Then Jeff, okay, this actually happened the previous day, but Jeff went 2 times to a retro video game store.
J2 Games.
J2 Games.
J2 Games in Woodbridge, New Jersey. I'm just going to shout out at great prices. They had some games.
He got so many things.
They had some games that I've been looking for a very, very long time, and I've never seen them. Mm-hmm. And they had some like family. It was great. It was great. I loved it so much the first time. I went again.
It was about a 10-minute drive
from
the convention, which is in Woodbridge, New Jersey. If you're like, where is? So they're in Woodbridge. Did you? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, then
I think they have multiple locations.
While Jeff was doing that, I played A Message from the Stars, which is an all-play game with Daniel, with John Tripp, and with Sarah, and me. And we played, remember when we played this? I was there.
Creed's going?
It's a deduction game. Daniel acted as the alien, and me, John, and Sarah were trying to like decipher what he was saying. And I was like 1,000, I was confident. John was like, how confident are you? I was 100%. I said 100%. Mm-hmm. Based on nothing. And Daniel got so annoyed with us. He was like, stop focusing on the E. There is no E.
Daniel, welcome to playing social deduction games with Jamie.
100% confident. Yeah. That is a great game, though. It's so fun. It is way better playing with more than 2 players.
I liked it as the... No, I didn't like it. I don't...
You didn't play as the alien when we played this
I was going to say, I'm getting confused. There was another
Fiction.
game. Yes, thank you.
I played a couple of games of Nana. Jeff was not there.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry. We played Trio. But we played Trio, which is basically Nana. Then I got to play Veiled Fate, like a 6 or 7 player game of Veiled Fate.
You were playing teams, so it had to have been 6+.
And that was great. Once again, with a bunch of Discord people, and Austin from Ivy Studios joined us because he saw us playing, but not with like the upgraded expansion. And so we ended up playing with the upgraded expansion. It was a blast. I won. Me and Mitch, we were Team Blue because you're on teams, but you don't know who your teammate is. Anyways, I had a great time.
You used the Hadria expansion.
Exactly.
Which I think is the best one.
Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. And that was that. You kind of just that night wandered around. You didn't really get into any games.
I was feeling a little bit
tired.
Yeah, I think in all truthfulness, I'm a little bit conned out. Mm-hmm. My social battery is pretty limited now. And it's not a level up problem. It's just a me thing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just think my social battery is at 0 right now. But we keep having to go to conventions and stuff. So sometimes I hit a wall, and I think that night I just was like,
yeah, he was good.
I'm just going to do my thing.
I kept on trucking. Then we go into Sunday, and Sunday I started off my day playing Too Many Bones with Brad from the Discord and Ben and Sarah. Or sorry, no, Ben and Mitch. Sarah was tired because she stayed up until 5 a.m.
Playing Hello Kitty.
Mm-hmm. But this was the, first time I've gotten to play at a full 4 players. Brad, who is in the Discord, he plays Too Many Bones more than probably anybody I've ever met. So he knows the game really well. So I got to play a new character. I played a Stanza, and I loved her. And all I have to say is I've always thought Too Many Bones was such a crazy hard game. It was so much easier at 4 players. It was so much easier. And we had 2 new players at the table. And just playing it at 2 versus 4, what a freaking difference. But it was great. And we played it pretty quickly because I think he showed other people and they took like 4 hours to play and we only did like 2.
I think it was 2 and a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So that was great. Believe it or not.
I was there. I was watching for a bunch
bit,
of it.
yeah.
Jeff
slept in that day too.
I did.
Yeah. And then Jeff played Trig and Snipers again.
Well, I think that was the game John wanted me to show it to him. So I played with John and another Ben, a third Ben.
Yeah. And we got to play a little Camel Up. So
that was great.
At the end of the con, we played Camel Up, and there's one more Trick and Snipers that Jeff played with.
Yeah, I played with Richard, Karen,
Eric,
Lisa.
Yeah. And Jeff and I also, before Camel Up, played Scales of Fate, which is the new 2-player version of Veiled Fate, which we will be covering in March.
Yeah, I'll save my opinions for that, but
it's so good. It was amazing. Anyways, I accidentally wrote down Too Many Bones twice. Oop, delete. Okay, because I did not do that. And yeah, so we ended, the last game that we played was Camel Up. And Camel Up, we love. And we played this at like a full 8-player count. So we played.
That's the first time we've played with that many people.
First time we played that many people. It was the first time we've ever been able to use the deal cards, the partnership cards. Yeah. So we played that with Liz and Jerry and Jenna from Board Game Garden and Dave from Board Game Dave, and then with Lisa and Eric and me and Jeff. Yeah. I think that was everybody. Anyways, it was the first time that we played
Jerry.
At that. I already said Jerry. Jerry taught.
And
it was awesome. I highly recommend playing Camel Up at a super high player count.
It's such a good game.
So good. And those are all of the games we played. So we didn't play like a ton. I was chatting with Jenna. She played like The Gallerist and Voidfall and like all of these big games.
I don't have like, I feel like I don't have the stamina to play late. Like,
Jeff can't play games late at night.
A lot of people will stay up till like 2 a.m. playing games. I just can't. I can't do it. Sometimes, very uniquely, I can. Like there was a couple times at BGG Con, I remember I stayed up late with Nick and Mike. But normally I'm done at like 10.
Yeah.
So like being able to like play a lot of games, like The Gallerist, that's like a 2. Like I don't know how people find the time to do it.
Don't know. But we did try to play Vast again, but we had a little issue at home with our little baby Nandy. The animals were just being animals.
Yeah, we sat down because we played Vast Crystal Caverns last year, and we wanted to play it with the same group again this year. Yes. But unfortunately, life got in the way.
Life got in the way.
And we had to deal. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. It was just a little bit of a pulled muscle, so Nandy was kind of like limping a little, and then literally the next day was perfectly fine. Yeah. I had to call the emergency vet, which is really complicated to do when you're not home with the animal. And so I was trying to describe the videos that were sent to me, and the vet's like, it sounds like it's just a pulled muscle. And I was like, okay, perfect. Anyways, it was stressful nonetheless.
So we ended up not even getting like a turn into that.
No,
and we were just
on round one.
We're not able to do this. We have to go and deal with this stuff back at home. Which we did. All is fine.
All is fine. Totally.
But a little bit of a hectic end.
Before that, though, we went out for pizza at this place called Strawberry Pizza and Pub. And it was delicious.
So good.
And actually, we ran into Eric and Lisa there.
Yeah, we did.
Which is funny from the Discord. So anyways, that's everything that we played. We had a great time. It's just, I think next year, which I assume we'll go back. We aren't making any kind of commitments to anything at this point.
No. But
I think it'll probably be fine to go back with our like travel stuff because Jeff's last trip before then is in September. And then you're not traveling again. I hope to go to PAX in November, but Jeff won't be.
Yeah, I have a very heavy travel schedule.
Front half of the year.
Up until the end of May.
Yeah.
And then I have a July trip. We have a July trip. And then our September trip, which I don't really...
And you have a June trip.
What's June?
Chicago.
Oh, right. But then September is the last trip, and that's Disney.
That's Disney.
So that doesn't really count.
That doesn't freaking count.
So I'll have a long. And July I don't really count either because we're just going to visit our friends Charlie and Sarah.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be like a chill.
So that's just a
relax.
chill board game.
Yeah, the other ones like conventions are work.
Yeah,
they just are, and it doesn't.
Regardless if it's a play or not con.
Exactly. I mean, the only one that I feel like maybe isn't as much work are the BGG cons. Because really we go and we kind of hang out with Nick and Mike, which is like our time to hang out with Nick and Mike, which is really great. But like most of the other cons, like that is work. They're exhausting. They're whatever. And so it's nice to kind of have a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I've had some conversations with Jamie and some other content creator friends of like just the con burnout that I'm feeling. And I'm very much feeling it right now.
Yeah.
So I think having a nice... And I said this to Jamie, I was like, I think I just need a nice long break away from cons so that I can reinvigorate my interest and love for going to them. Because last year it was con.
We went to so many.
And this con was an extension of that.
Yeah.
Like this Level Up was an extension of all of the conventions we traveled to last year because we didn't have a ton. I mean, PAX was only a month or so ago, realistically, a couple months, I guess. So I'm looking forward to getting a break.
Yeah.
Because, Level Up will be the first one after that long break.
Yep.
If we so choose
The next one I'm going to is Gamma, but that's not really like a public-facing con. So that also feels a little bit different. It's work, but it's like just work. Like I'm going to go to meetings and to do that kind of thing. And then that's that which feels different than the public-facing cons because it's just a lot of people. And
quite honestly, like they're expensive. And we go to a lot of them. And the majority of the time, like in full transparency, some of the conventions we get a little bit, like maybe our room is comped or whatever. But a lot of the time, like we're paying for flights, we're paying for hotel rooms, we're paying for food, we're paying for all those things. And like you do that multiple times a year. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Even just flights for us in general
flights are
so expensive. And, like, luckily with, like, New Jersey, it's a direct flight. But it's still expensive. Like, I mean, everyone that goes...
especially if two of us are going.
Everyone that goes to cons knows, like, hotels are insanely expensive, food's crazy expensive, and flights are crazy expensive. So we've also had to make that kind of decision of, like, we can't go to all these all the time.
Yeah.
Financially and mentally.
Yeah.
But I really do enjoy Level Up. And I think it's probably, again, I'm not committing... It's probably one we will continue to go to.
I think it makes sense for us because it's so easy to get to.
It's even more easy to get to than PAX, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour flight and we're there. And so many people from our community go, which is fantastic. But I do want to mention, I don't know if you want me to mention this, but we might be considering...
Baby.
Oh, Baby wanted to make the announcement. Anyways, we might be considering holding our own little tiny convention here in Nova Scotia at some point. But it will be...
Calm down.
It'll be very limited number of spaces. It'll be very limited number of spaces in the first year. And it probably, if we're doing it, it won't be until 2026.
It won't probably be until 2026. It will not be until...
I meant it could even be 2027.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying it's not happening in 2025.
Got it.
But like we're considering doing that as a way to kind of bring our community together.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that could eliminate another con for us, basically, where we want to just bring our people together and hang out.
Yeah, instead of us spending the money to do it, you can.
Exactly. But I love to show off Nova Scotia, and I know there's a lot of people who want to come and see it. So anyways, that's a possibility. If that's something you're interested in, you should be in the Discord because that's where the announcements are going to happen, pretty much. But that was Level Up. We had a great time, and shout out to Level Up. They did bring us out as special guests for this year, which was great. And there was like no commitment other than to play games, which is an easy commitment for us to do.
Yeah.
But I think that's everything for Level Up. I may have missed a couple games. I don't think I did. But if we played a game with you and you're like, you forgot this, feel free to put it in the comments. And if we didn't get to play a game with you and you were there, we're sorry. We did our best to play with as many people as we could.
It is very difficult to navigate all of that.
Timing is a struggle. But that's everything we have for today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games, like any of the menu we talked about today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is...
The Boardroom Game Cafe.
Heck yeah, it is. And if you like what you see,
Please subscribe.
we hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
There's a knife on the table, Jeff. What? They not like us. They not like us. That song's stuck in my head. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
and
leaking roofs.
Yeah, we have a leaky ceiling.
Hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
Hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
Come on, baby.
Come, baby.
Come on.
Baby.
Hi.
Baby.
Hi.
Come up. Come up, baby. Where is she?
On the other side.
Come, baby. What the fuck? All that. You just walk right by. All right, we'll have to start again. You have eye booger. Okay, come on. You don't
What
get
a
to be...
majestic little white
Ew,
kitty.
you got gross gook on your
You
butt.
got gook butt?
Look.
Oh, yeah, you got a gookie butt.
Oh, fuck.
You got gook butt?
Hey, Gook Butt.
Come here, Gookie. That's gonna be your new nickname. Come here, Gookie.